Time to go.
Ad Astra. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual...
The Traveler would be the most suitable...
Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I act? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission.
Rift Hounds?
Yes. We are not sure where the sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Ina. Good. Then you...
Is the Tenryo Commission?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, their main priority is to protect the civilian population. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryo Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the rift... You have our deepest gratitude. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently...
Relax, we'll be back. The sacred Sakura's in danger again, huh? Who'd have thought? Keeping the sacred Sakura safe was Hanachiru Sato's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it! Time to teach him a lesson! You're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
Lightning flash!
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud. Time for retribution. Wind strike.
Lightning flash! Bellowing thunder! Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryo Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
Damn you! One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Torn to oblivion!
Shogun?
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have...
Okay, sounds more like you sure made short work of them!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. Since then, every time I encounter an...
Makes sense. You must get
Might I remind you that I am not... Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world. I considered this matter worthy of my attention. So I pursued them. If the Shogun, rather than I, were to discover them... Yes.
What?
Precisely. According to the... But Rift Hounds attacking the...
A disaster?
Yes. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and... That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. But an excess of caution...
Guess you can't argue with...
Since we are both here for the same reason. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there's...
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace Company. Oh yeah, after we've dealt... this color? It's similar to the color when the sacred sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Time to go. Time to go.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead? What? Why would...
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this.
What happened here?
Who are you? Run quick while you still can! The monsters, we will defend Inazuma. You beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. Every last trace.
But look!
Not right now. But they'll be back. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but our... I don't know how long we can hold out for.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... You're back, please. We beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can...
Calm down.
Over.
Look around you. The grass grows green. There are no monsters.
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds.
Hey, calm down!
Huh. I think I understand. Yes, thank you. Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to...
If I am not mistaken, the sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards.
So the memories of the ones that died?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were the disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. But my friend, Kitsune Saigu, I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged...
So, Inazuma was...
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly... I never had the chance to see her one last time. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible
Hey!
Yes. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer But... When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse moving forward, inevitably. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the loss, all those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But as Inazuma's god, warriors of the past, I will never...
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Time to go.
Leave them to me. escape. Inazuma shines eternal!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your...
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some understanding of the situation, I must be prepared for anything. If there are...
Makes sense. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were...
Fighting a battle in a distant...
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in...
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in Your Excellency. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments. After all, it's...
What should we do? Yeah.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather... And now the Almighty Shogun. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was power. People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire... But me, I have no... The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me of just listening to her stories. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced...
Perhaps.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned... Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survive... Oh, goodness me. Speaking, the Almighty Shogun comes to visit and One moment, I'll just... Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my...
Don't worry about it.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No.
This place is... complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I can't decide whether it's a final...
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
It's the Traveler. And the Almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance here?
I wish to borrow a tea...
Oh, please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually...
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the Almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat.
Right. Paimon wanted to...
I seldom had the time to drink tea, so in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality.
You and Makoto...
Indeed we did. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning. They are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, now...
Wow.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imagining, and ambition is a yearning for something material or a concrete outcome. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives.
That's...
To put it simply, I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are I suppose what it comes down to, yes, it does. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was...
Do you feel you're starting to
You have already witnessed my but now...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind.
It's all good, sir.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furu...
Hey, he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set.
Or...
So, we didn't even have a
The information held in the ley lines is complex. Well, this chance won't come often. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many. The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. I've been reminded of many people, too. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation, the events of 500 years ago. Not only...
She died in that disaster?
Yes. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist, but this time... The circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Yes. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. It was there that we bid each other of why did she go to Conria first, and not... It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity.
That's quite a...
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since no one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly. In the end, with the help of the sacred sakura's power.
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. I once told myself that I wouldn't, but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you
Brother, you mean to say that...
based on what we've learned...
I'm sorry. And also, my mind was so...
Oh, boy. Both...
With this last cup of tea, let us all thank you,
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. Once again.
Hey!
Shine down! Ha! Illusion shattered!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. There is no escape! Shine down! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apology.
Don't worry about. We'll deal with them. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, man. They're coming back.
Don't!
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for— If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble—
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now, just the sight of you appearing before us once more— This hope is the light that will guide—
Everyone,
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your back.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Clouds high. The birds come. Flood of tears.
Lightning flash! I've been through worse. Thunderclap!
Wind strider. As one with wind and cloud.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never—
Thank you all.
Are you?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. The monsters will definitely come back. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Ina's—
When everyone sees the Almighty
Well, what are you
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can—
Just leave it to us. But the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power, no matter what kind of threat faces—
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this
Don't worry, Your Excellency, with you leading us.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. The result being that in the center, you could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, but even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all—
Well, Paimon thinks that even—
Thank you for your comforting words. 'But— But I used to think just like that samurai. But what Inazuma needs, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still... Yes, they are. As the Raiden Shogun they revere.
Well said.
Change will come to Inazuma. And with it, new, no matter how long it takes. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the fall.
Alrighty then. He looks calm on the outside. She seems to have changed. Huh? What's wrong, eh? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like no need. I need to go to the
Why?
a battleground.
Time to go.
We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
This is a place I once seen.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is... Where are we go? Whoa. This place... Look, it's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon no...
You have wandered the realm in my body. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your full... But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? I'm here to show you We are both warriors. And the dialogue we must now have...
Wait.
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my... As she indicates. Once I started entertaining the idea of change, but inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independent. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets a showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No, I would not try to change...
Isn't there any other way? Can't you hack it through or something? But they both do...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It inherits A's pain. The pain of inevitable Every action undertake determination. Courage. Only rules shall Those were my thoughts when Now, they are tower. You wish to make yourself... I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! The kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Shine down! This world, a fleeting shadow. Now you shall perish! Pathetic. Weak. Be gone! Illusion shattered! Your verdict is decided. Pathetic. This world, a fleeting shadow. Shine down! The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Remove all obstacles. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated...
It appears your martial prowess, but how long?
How the heck?
She was built to resist erosion.
Then, does that mean...
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of If I don't do this, this is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no 500 years ago, here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices. It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma, I vow to the subjects during my absence.
But this means...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got... Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, what if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. Yeah, we should help her out. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen. Oh, but we also can't get... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Paimon, who knows if she really understands these...
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it...
But you're...
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happening.
Oh, okay, I see. So, Ace decided to palm Inazuma. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why rushed into it without thinking. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some...
Is she playing dumb?
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of them, all I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. First things first. Now then, I always have my ways. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can send... In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to...
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try... This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia...
What? Alright, well, time...
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, or... Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I say... Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinary. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your... Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
How can this... You have returned. But how were you able to... This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity over countless battles. Not once had I made all enemies of eternity stand against... For your firm commitment to enforce... You bring honor to the title. Now these two return once more. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500... Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush streams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. Shine down! Perish! Illusion shattered! Inferior! This, I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry about I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, my reason for fighting, and whenever I think of this, I feel something the blade that I inherited from. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, this power is beyond. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps when I clasped it was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall, from this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change, but as a warrior, I look forward to... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have... I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Makoto? I'm so happy. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso... A convoluted way to reach you, but... Well, there was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. But everything happened so... I've always felt I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you.
Did you know? What was it?
I had some sense of it. That... in my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been, but I know that this must have been an extremely...
Don't look down on me.
It was with this possibility in mind that Here, take that it is you.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh?
Is it really?
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future. Nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of conscious. No matter what you make of it, it's...
All of this is thanks to Makoto's... Eternity is a concept intimately
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return. And yet, that sense of disorderliness.
I don't fully understand yet.
Well,
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries.
I know you've always perceived there was something special. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between.
No, but I understand why now.
But don't you think that...
The sacred Sakura is within my purview.
Ugh. Now...
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. And obviously I played It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly. You were repeating your wishes. At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our... Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto.
Does that mean... it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness...
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside. My first thought was, but it turned out you had come. You too have my thanks.
A, how are you?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was after all.
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. It brought a few... I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant she even... It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma, Makoto and you are Inazuma's...
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on.
Makoto said the
Great minds think alike, I wonder, does that qualify? Actually, no. Forget that.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out after that...
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking for...
Hey, Traveler! Remember that pit at the bottom of the chasm? You know, the one that the giant pillar smashed into. Paimon took a quick peek before we left last time. There was some kind of light coming from inside. Don't you think that's a little strange? Oh, so you've been wondering about that too, huh? Now that we have some time on our hands, let's go and take another look.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly. For example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be...
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the... But now, I see that hers was a gaze...
If the people of the past deserved the god's attention...
Indeed. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. To put it bluntly, faced with an endless battle, safe to say, were it not for my previous experiences and through it all, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. It's not only the monsters that I am worried about.
That's a tough one, all right.
Since you clearly understand, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. But I am prepared for them.
Yai Miko said nothing of the sort. And the Traveler has some nerve making up Some words are not to be... Trust me. You don't want to know...
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
We haven't been to the Yai Publishing House in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with A that time was pretty cool.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for.
But the exam's next week. If I
It's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing...
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited...
Huh? Really? You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head and recite...
Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop.
This, my friends...
A wish ritual? That actually works? Right? Even Paimon knows that's
I didn't believe it. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like, a lot. But get this. I don't see him for a few... I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing...
His whole bed was filled with...
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up, whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a...
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around.
Really? Well, come on! Let's go... Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the Mora Paimon could... On closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of...
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like...
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed.
Hey! What are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me! Okay. Okay. Where did I leave off with the incantation?
Incantation?
Junkichi is trying it out to be specific. He's hit a bit of a... I obviously don't. But Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get... Anyway, I just know...
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Naru...
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind... Look at you now!
Wait. What?
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, it's most likely a self-published title. As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but
Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story.
What's so surprising about that?
Why don't we go to the Grand... She's the expert when it comes to... Miko! Great, you're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful Oh? Well?
Well, we were just...
No, not...
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time, just for you.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji-ai. Here's what happened.
My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon if the Meikyo Domon turned him away. Took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a complete...
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. If it were me, I'd just leave him be.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him...
Oh, all right, all right.
About...
5?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like...
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you...
well...
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so...
What?
Oh dear.
Lady Guji, please stop...
Miko, he seems really desperate. His thing with this...
Okay, fine.
Yay, Miko!
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine.
Yeah!
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So...
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of...
Don't worry. If he wants it, it's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about it. Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Hour.
This feels...
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's fall... What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well, a life's at stake here, so it looks like we'll have to deal with that first before we'll get the chance to ask her about the incantation stuff.
How strange.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing, but that's not important right now.
This does pose a bit of a problem. Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to...
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us?
No need. While what's-his...
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to...
Huh? Debt? But, it sounds like...
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't...
Huh? But
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever. Bumming around in class instead of focus. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not
Wait, what?
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that.
Hey there, we've come to...
Oh, you...
Yeah, we heard that...
Yes, it's true.
We're not here to sign up.
Well, you've come to the right person. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water. Mesmerizing to watch.
Is Shingo really?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel, too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like...
Any other details to share? We've heard that
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days.
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcist, I found my brother. He's at...
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious...
Look over there.
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild. Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
Woohoo! Can you feel? Found your own school. Ha! So, please spare. I can't take any more. I'm gonna. Yohei.
Did you hear that? All the nonsense.
Huh? Who?
He stood up.
No, don't come in.
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor Yohei. Your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and
I...
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels...
I don't know what to tell you.
You don't know. But Yohei, I suggest... Your brother is your closest relative, and yet 5 whole days pass
But...
As you wish. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world...
All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped in. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he said, because... If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just want to...
So then, why'd you go to...
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading. So I was thinking that maybe...
Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not...
You're right.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
It's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Ah! Save me! Save me!
Miko!
We, but you, little one. Just a
Come on.
He's coming! Be careful!
Wind strike! Tip fallen leaves! Adorn my...
Time for retribution!
Just like we rehearsed! Fly!
I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked... Huh. Well, Paimon...
we can talk about it later.
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weird... I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with this. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But I was terrified, and I wanted to take...
Shingo, we shouldn't...
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too...
Thank you, Lady Guji.
All right, take him to get some rest. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using a...
Yes, we understand.
Thank you, Lady Gu... We'll be on our way.
Miko, would they really... And if so, why the heck...
Oh, they would have been... I had to scare them a little, though.
So, what?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Paimon's got...
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions.
Huh. Fair enough.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have... Of course. It would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way.
Whew. Well...
All right. Seems like we've wrapped up everything.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you...
Oh, you mean that they got the incantation?
Actually, that book's the whole
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the...
Even then, humans only have so much strength.
But who wrote this book? What do you think, Traveler? You're right. Big events and the like now...
Lady Yai!
Kuroda, what are you...
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing how...
Let me see. What? We're
Yes! Overall bestseller, reader's favorite, and one book is topping the charts.
Both of you, back here now!
Miko? What is it?
Things just got serious. A first-hand guide to summoning spirits isn't... Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our... I have to come up with a counter...
Huh? How is this up?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this? Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your...
Wait, what just happened?
Nothing's wrong, okay? I'm going to head back and make some prepper...
We're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
What? I'll give you a hint.
Oh, Paimon knows!
Oh, wow. You're wrong.
Yeah! Wait!
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create...
Okay, yeah, that would be...
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and... Well, I've read a first-hand guide to some... The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural. And, I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity. That's right. How do you get rid... So what we're going to do? Smash our rival's sales numbers. Incidentally, this will also be the best...
Wait, Miko. So you...
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist, I did say this is what we're going to do. Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant.
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into these days, though. Everyone seems to be imitating each other. Well, the only recent book worth not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are
The key to a successful light when to use illustrations, what they should contain, and good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip, there's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible.
I'll be honest. I read in most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yae Miko.
There you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through Satomi is Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of... They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Now then, tell me what you... All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have...
Paimon followed pretty much all of that. For example, we know we need an...
Take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all... As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete...
Oh, right! So, but that wouldn't...
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book, as long as the core content is interesting.
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? This sounds like a great... Let's see here. The protagonist arrived with the help of some trusty companions. The human let us work together. Well, that was an unexpected development. What? But the...
Out of a max, the story certainly goes in an unorthodox direction.
What the heck?
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through thoughts from the experts.
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Huh? What?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go.
What's wrong with you? You don't...
What a pity. I thought your
Before it came to what?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch...
Sounds
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have... boss, get me... Don't worry. This is my treat.
Your treat? Oh!
Of course. Everyone that takes part in the...
Alright, cool! Then let's press on, shall we? Don't... Ooh! Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back? Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who... with the help of the Chishi... Is this the...
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, I, for one, think there's a sizable...
Alright, well...
Great. Well, now leave it to me, lady. Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
When the Vision Hunt Decree comes out of nowhere, to find out how the protagonist goes on to make great contributions to the war effort, become best friends with...
I think it's rather good. A lot of people still like the classic hero's journey. For one thing, though, we'll need to... let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a
Whoa! So we really...
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript...
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to...
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need... She runs a regular Q&A column in... You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission...
Follow the wind.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do, and with Miss Hina getting so popular lately, but Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. May your light novel sell well.
We'll do our best.
Time to go.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventure...
What a strange pen name. Definitely your...
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work.
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now.
That's right. Be confident.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Thank you all for your submission. Ah, you've all finally... Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly.
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light we sold a lot of copies.
Shh. Listen to what the people around us are...
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incant... Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all... The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune...
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there, I heard that the incantations in a first-hand guide to summoning spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of Mora and got it, but then one night, it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling...
Wow. But what's this moonless night? Paimon doesn't remember that detail.
This is something that... Of course. Behind every book that hits the mark...
Oh yeah. If we leave him to his own also, we still need...
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, But when we went to ask him about it, he hadn't... Yes. This is another case of possession. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted...
But the spirit that wrote the book is...
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the... And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate. Oh, what are you...
Lightning Slash! Miko.
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author.
Really?
What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet...
Paimon's heart is pounding. Hey! Ooh, Paimon. What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show? It's a good piece of art. Looks like the art...
Let's go inside and take a look.
Yeah.
Let's get down to business.
Right here. Right now.
My blade!
Right here. Ha!
Wind strike!
Right now. Show them.
Finally,
Come on out. Right here.
Cut down. Like this.
Wow, this place is huge. Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move. Right now, show them. Dear Miko. Right here. A sight to behold. Right now, right here.
As one with wind and cloud.
Emerge. Now you've got my attention. Right here.
It's my lucky day. Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Take this!
Very. Time to go. Follow the wind. Time to go.
Lightning flash! Bellowing thunder!
The wind knows me.
Fallen Amber, help! Hi!
Fall before me. One with nature.
The fun is over.
Adorn my knights. Verdict is... Into the wind.
Try this off the side.
Cut down. Like this.
It doesn't hurt. The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. Pretty good. Time to go. Time to go.
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret kitsune spell. The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit. You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After—
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the travel—
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. But try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
It's like she's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon's—
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have— Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take? Very good. The wish needs— The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible.
The painting is moving again!
What have we here? Another budding right—
We got you! So what are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation—
Huh? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right in— You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their—
What? Paimon—
Oh, did you now? I sense— Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able—
Wake up! Quick! Wake—
It is futile. You shall never wake her again.
Hey! Come on, Miko! You're laughing—
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't—
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Look what you've done to this little flying one here.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad—
Rakusai?
Yes, we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirit— no, wait.
Memory?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing.
Do you remember that recent incident when you witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are typically, yokai memories survive longer in the—
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the city. It piqued my curiosity.
So that's how it happened.
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive. But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of—
But
she's trying to say that all the commotion this caused—
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and as for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve. So when you think about it, we're actually—
Yes.
all right then.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her date.
Not only that, Irakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning—
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with. All right. You.
I finally get to hear you.
I remember when you were just.
Oh, Uraku's.
Not much. Everyone's quite content in many ways, but they still can't.
When my bell rings, it means the.
Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So,
All right.
One last thing, Miko.
I've been great, of course, especially these days. Not only, and even A is finally starting to come.
Oh, well, great.
Urakusai, you'd be right. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole.
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me. Oh, you beat me to it. So, your first possession, What was it like? Hearing Urakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make— Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories in the lake. Since you've come this far, why don't—
You cannot be serious. You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just—
Aw, come on. I'm really only asking you to—
Paimon's paycheck? Well, there's no—
Time to go.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you.
As if we— So, Miko, what exact— Also, to be clear—
It might sound ominous, but to put it back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one, but now the yokai memories that leak from— So I will be performing a convocation ritual. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made—
Oh, yeah!
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help. I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that— First, tell the shrine— During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the grand— After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat. They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up.
All right, got it.
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a—
Okay, let's get—
Descend the mountain?
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might—
I see.
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're—
It seems like Lady Guji placed— Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when— Thank you for helping with the ritual.
Don't worry, we're— Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain. These monsters look really riled up. Yep, let's get rid of— All right, here they come!
One with nature. Fallen leaves adorn my... Clouds high. The birds call.
Take this!
Into the wind.
It's my lucky day.
One with nature. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Finally. There's so many of them! Come on, you can do it!
Don't hurt! Back. Show me what you've got! Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call! Very. Can I fight you? Train harder.
Alright, that's the last of the monsters. How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine and take... Wow, so many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Paimon's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Murakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought. The ritual went very smoothly.
But the look on your
I'm fine, seriously. No.
Miko.
Fine. Well, if you're dead...
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Well...
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal. The venue is Uyu Restaurant. Let's go!
Time to go.
Oh, wait is unbearable. How was the next?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night.
But then nothing happened after I made.
Yeah.
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something.
Huh? Paimon can't see me because she's not out here. Maybe she would.
My little friends. There you are.
Miko, what is it?
I did, yes. The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes. Boss, see these two faces here?
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, you have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in... Or maybe you'd rather try this? If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are...
Last time we were here working on the novel...
Strange. I remember no such... Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, did...
Miko, this meal is going to be...
Oh, don't you worry about that. You...
Darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
Oh, by the way, since nobody... So you'll have to come up with something new. The deadline is looming. Thank you for the meal. Oh, did I mention? I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me... Ugh, I hardly see what...